Florence Scovel Shinn made a revolutionary discovery that changed everything we understand about the relationship between time and money. Your morning doesn't just affect your day, your morning is your money. She found that the quality of your first 30 minutes determines the quantity of abundance that flows to you for the next 23 and a half hours, and that transforming your morning automatically transforms your financial reality in ways that seem miraculous, but follow precise spiritual laws. This isn't metaphorical or inspirational speaking. Florence documented a direct, measurable correlation between morning consciousness patterns and daily financial results across thousands of students over multiple decades. What she discovered challenges everything we've been taught about earning money through effort alone, and reveals why some people attract abundance effortlessly, while others work harder but remain financially stuck. The universe has guided you to this knowledge because you're ready to understand that your morning routine is actually your money-making routine, and that every morning you either program yourself for financial flow or financial struggle, without realizing the power you're wielding in those sacred early moments when your consciousness is most malleable and your connection to infinite supply is strongest. Florence began this research after noticing that her most financially successful students shared remarkably similar morning patterns, while her struggling students consistently made the same morning choices that seemed unrelated to money but actually determined their daily financial magnetism. She spent years mapping these connections until a clear picture emerged. Morning consciousness creates financial circumstances with mathematical precision. She discovered what she called the morning money matrix, a direct energy connection between how you begin your day and how much abundance flows to you during that day. This matrix operates according to spiritual laws that are just as reliable as physical laws, creating predictable financial results based on predictable consciousness inputs. But here's what makes this discovery so powerful. When you understand the morning money connection and consciously work with it, you can literally reprogram your financial reality, starting with tomorrow's sunrise. Florence found that students who transformed their mornings according to these principles experienced immediate improvements in their daily financial flow, often within the first week of implementation. The foundation of the morning money matrix is what Florence termed financial consciousness calibration, the process of aligning your awareness with abundance rather than scarcity during the first critical moments of consciousness. She found that financially successful people instinctively perform this calibration every morning, while struggling people accidentally program themselves for limitation. Most people wake up and immediately engage in what Florence called poverty programming without realizing it. They check bank accounts first thing, worry about bills, think about expenses, or feel anxiety about money. This early morning focus on lack creates what she termed scarcity momentum that attracts limited financial circumstances throughout the entire day. Meanwhile, naturally abundant people wake up thinking about opportunities, possibilities, gratitude for existing resources, and expectation of good things to come. This creates abundance momentum that magnetizes money-making circumstances, profitable encounters, and beneficial opportunities throughout their waking hours. Florence developed a systematic approach to morning money transformation that addresses both the consciousness programming and the practical actions that flow from transformed awareness. She called this the Abundance Morning Protocol, a precise sequence of mental, emotional, and physical activities that reprogram your entire relationship with money while simultaneously increasing your daily financial magnetism. The protocol begins with what Florence called wealth identity awakening. The moment your consciousness emerges from sleep, before any other thought enters your mind, you declare your true financial identity. I am abundant by divine design. Money flows to me naturally because I am an expression of infinite wealth. Today, I expect and receive financial blessings in expected and unexpected ways. This declaration does something profound. It establishes your identity as someone who naturally attracts money rather than someone who struggles to earn money. Florence found that this identity shift alone created measurable increases in daily financial opportunities within the first week of practice. The second element is resource recognition programming. Instead of thinking about what you lack or Need. You spend 3 minutes acknowledging every form of abundance already present in your life. Skills, relationships, opportunities, possessions, knowledge, and experiences. This programs your consciousness to operate from abundance rather than scarcity throughout the day. Florence discovered that people who began their day recognizing existing abundance attracted more abundance with remarkable consistency, while those who began focusing on lack attracted more lack. This isn't positive thinking. It's consciousness programming that determines what you notice, how you feel, and what you attract during your waking hours. The third element is opportunity magnetization activation. You program your awareness to automatically recognize money-making possibilities throughout your day by declaring, "I am a magnet for profitable opportunities. Money-making ideas flow through me constantly. I recognize and act upon financial possibilities immediately." This programming rewires your perceptual filters to notice opportunities that would otherwise be invisible to scarcity-programmed consciousness. Florence found that students using this technique began seeing money-making possibilities everywhere, in conversations, situations, problems that needed solutions, and connections with other people. The fourth element is divine supply connection. You establish conscious partnership with infinite intelligence as your financial source by affirming, "Infinite intelligence is my source, and my source is unlimited. I draw upon divine supply throughout this day for every need and desire. My financial good is already established in divine mind and now manifests in perfect ways." This connection creates what Florence called source security, knowing that your financial supply comes from the same intelligence that created all wealth in the universe. Students who maintained this connection reported dramatic decreases in financial anxiety and corresponding increases in financial flow. Right now, the universe is confirming your readiness to transform both your mornings and your money simultaneously. In the comments below, write, "My morning is my money." This isn't just engagement, it's consciousness programming. When you declare this connection publicly, you're making a covenant with infinite intelligence to align your morning awareness with financial abundance. Your written commitment becomes a living bridge between transformed mornings and transformed money flow. The fifth element of the protocol is inspired action programming. You request specific guidance about profitable actions to take during your day. Divine intelligence, show me today the actions that will increase my abundance. Guide me to the right opportunities, the right people, and the right decisions that align with my financial good. Then you spend 3 minutes in receptive silence, allowing infinite intelligence to download specific guidance about calls to make, people to contact, ideas to pursue, or opportunities to explore. Florence found that this guidance often came as sudden insights, persistent thoughts, or gentle intuitions that led to remarkable financial results when followed. The sixth element is gratitude multiplication. You give thanks for money that's already flowing to you from visible and invisible sources. I give thanks for all the money flowing to me today. I am grateful for expected income and unexpected windfalls. My gratitude multiplies my financial blessings beyond measure. Florence discovered that gratitude for money not yet visible accelerates its manifestation, because appreciation creates magnetic attraction for more of what you're grateful for. This advanced gratitude programming often resulted in surprise money, appearing throughout the day in amounts that directly corresponded to the intensity of morning appreciation. The complete abundance morning protocol takes exactly 15 minutes and creates what Florence called all-day financial magnetism, a continuous flow of money-attracting consciousness that operates automatically throughout your waking hours. Students who implemented this protocol consistently reported not just increased income, but a complete transformation in their relationship with money, from anxiety to ease, from scarcity to abundance, from struggle to flow. If you're among the wise individuals who recognize these principles at work, you're exactly where you need to be. Subscribe to Florence Shinn Secrets, because this morning money transformation approach contains advanced techniques that reveal themselves progressively to those who demonstrate commitment to both consciousness development and practical financial improvement. This channel exists for people who understand that sustainable wealth begins with daily spiritual practice, not just external strategies. Florence documented remarkable transformations in students who committed to transforming their mornings according to these principles. Within the first week, most experienced what she called micro-abundance events, small amounts of unexpected money, profitable ideas, or beneficial opportunities appearing daily. By week 2, many reported abundance acceleration, larger, financial improvements, and multiple positive money experiences occurring simultaneously. But the most significant changes occurred by week 4, when students experienced what Florence termed financial consciousness breakthrough, a permanent shift where attracting money became more natural than struggling for money. They described feeling like they had stepped into a different financial reality where opportunities appeared constantly and money flowed with remarkable ease. One of her most documented success stories involved a man who had been unemployed for 8 months, despite constant job searching. After implementing the Abundance Morning Protocol for just 2 weeks, he received 3 different job offers in 1 week, each paying more than his previous position. When asked what had changed, he said, "I stopped waking up worried about money and started waking up expecting money. Once my morning changed, everything else changed." This illustrates the fundamental principle behind Florence's morning money discovery. Your external financial circumstances are always a reflection of your internal financial consciousness, and your morning programming determines that consciousness for the entire day. When you transform how you begin each day, you automatically transform what you attract during each day. The key to success with the Abundance Morning Protocol is understanding that consistency creates compound results. Each morning that you program, abundance consciousness builds upon the previous day's programming, creating exponential rather than linear improvements in your financial reality. Florence found that students who maintained the practice for 30 consecutive days experienced complete financial transformation. Not just increased income, but fundamental shifts in how money flowed to them. What I've shared today represents the foundation of Florence Shinn's most practical financial wisdom, but there's a complete morning money transformation system that she developed for students who wanted to experience truly extraordinary results. This includes advanced consciousness programming techniques, specific action protocols that multiply manifestation effectiveness, and daily practices that sustain abundance momentum throughout challenging periods. I've compiled this complete transformation system in the link below, but access it only if you're truly ready to experience the profound changes that occur when you align your morning consciousness with infinite financial supply. Some mornings, you might not feel abundant when you begin this protocol. Some days financial worries might seem stronger than financial faith. Some moments you might doubt that 15 minutes of morning practice can really transform your entire relationship with money. Implement the protocol anyway. Understanding that Florence spent decades proving these principles through documented results with real people experiencing real financial improvements. Remember, this isn't about pretending you're wealthy when you're not. It's about aligning your consciousness with the spiritual laws that create wealth, so those laws can begin operating in your experience. When you program abundance consciousness every morning, you give infinite intelligence consistent instruction about what to create in your financial reality. The most financially successful people throughout history understood intuitively what Florence documented scientifically. Your morning consciousness programs your daily circumstances, and your daily circumstances determine your life circumstances. When you begin each day by consciously choosing abundance programming over scarcity programming, you join the ranks of those who create wealth through consciousness rather than struggle through effort alone. Your financial transformation begins tomorrow morning with your commitment to conscious abundance programming rather than unconscious limitation programming. These 15 minutes of morning practice will reprogram your entire relationship with money and create daily financial flow that compounds into lasting prosperity. The universe is ready to transform both your mornings and your money the moment you're ready to understand their connection and work with it systematically. The question isn't whether this principle works. Florence's students proved its effectiveness through thousands of documented transformations. The question is whether you're ready to wake up tomorrow as someone who programs financial abundance, rather than someone who accidentally programs financial struggle. Your abundant life is waiting for your conscious choice to transform your morning consciousness. Your financial breakthrough is 15 minutes away. Tomorrow morning, remember that how you begin your day determines how much abundance flows to you during your day. This is your invitation to morning money mastery. This is your opportunity to transform both simultaneously through conscious daily practice. Your prosperous tomorrow begins with tonight's commitment to conscious morning programming.